Okay, well, welcome to Motolicious's. We're on the approach to go in. We was running a bit late because we was waiting for one of the cars that's with us. But as you can see, everybody's being loaded in. We've seen some absolutely amazing cars coming in already. Lovely McLaren, loads of cars that we actually recognise, and loads of BTCC cars. I love this. I love the way it's all pillarless.
Yeah, look how he's got the original phone as well.
Yeah, that is very cool.
The only BMW I'd ever consider owning.
I do really like them. To be honest though, I'd go for the 635 CSI. I'm surprised that Lambs hasn't got one of them. Before it gets really busy in here, we're going to go and check out these really cool classic cars. I'm pretty good at editing, to be fair.
I make racist smarts all day. This is going to be a silent
Daimler
video.
Dart, isn't it? I'm just going to ignore you, it's fine. Check this out.
It's a Fiesta.
You think we get attention when we drive through like towns and stuff, can you imagine?
Is this a run-out flag?
It's insane.
No, it's a Grand Prix flag.
No, it's Grand... That's what I thought.
Wow.
Where did that come from?
That's very
It's
cool.
a chessboard flag.
The car pays homage to Formula One.
Yeah. There you go.
Check this out.
That's the original design of the car.
Jesus.
Yeah, I decided to go carbs and have a lot of fun shooting them. Are you flag mistress?
It's a lovely colour.
Deep red and
Beautiful, good. Well, the fact it's deep red and I can see it's deep red, it must be really good. It's got a nice plate on it. Have you seen the plate? That's a very nice McLaren.
recorded.
Yes. Don't worry, I edit most things out. You know I know Paul, right?
Normally you have to edit out because I'm always fucking swearing.
Oh, do you know something? That one at Incarnation, one of the people that I know, she was like, my son loved the video. He really loved the bit where he was walking around the Dodge Viper because of all the beeps in it.
Yeah. I see that one that's only red at the time.
Check out the headlamps on that.
Love it. Get in the way.
Don't worry.
Sorry. Big old beasts. And its air tank on the back.
Are they twin domes?
On the remote.
nothing too drastic.
Does look really nice.
What you want? What you want on eBay?
It is. Do you know what though? If someone said they're gonna make, China said they're gonna make a Bentley Continental, isn't it?
The only thing I don't like are the chrome mirrors.
But then
Like everything else.
that's individual taste though, isn't it?
Everything else.
Again, Americans got this thing. Why do the wheels? It's a big car, yet the wheels still look quite big on it, don't they?
Yeah.
And the wagon version.
What I do like, I really do like the estate version.
It's dark. You find these are modified quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah.
I like the estate versions as well.
I actually quite like it. I'm not normally an estate kind of person, but I quite like that. Right, this car is a...
Well, it was a Ford Focus diesel. It's still a Ford Focus, but November 2022, it was a 90 brake horsepower Focus diesel. What the basic story of it is, I work in alternative education, and we deal with students who don't get on at school. They struggle at school for various reasons. It can be autism, ADHD, behavioural issues, stuff like that. The education system just isn't quite suited to them. So what we do is we try and teach them some automotive skills. and if they're successful with us, they can go on with us to get a level 1 award in automotive studies with the IMI.
So what have you done under the bonnet?
Right, well, that was the second version of the car. The first year we had it, from November 2020, we put a big splitter on it, big wing on it, and we done the Texaco livery because
It looks great.
Throwback to Steve Soper and the RS 500s. So we done all that, and we done some shows in it with it being a diesel, which was great fuel economy going to the shows. But it didn't quite set the world alight on power. Under the hood, we've tried to keep it clean and tidy. We've got this as a tribute to our autistic students, and that because the jigsaw pattern, the jigsaw pieces are like a symbol of autism because that's all different bits.
Instructions say no revving, no banging. Well, there you go.
The camera will drive off, I've got it, so I won't drive anywhere.
Get down the end of the field and then it'll stop.
I was going to say, you're not driving anywhere like that. Not let down like that.
Yeah, let me help you.
That's it.
Say that every show, and there's a whole...
Oh, check out the plate on the back. Look. That's pretty cool. Like that. The size of the exhaust on the top of that, that's nuts.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Swan neck spoiler. Obviously, this is a full wrap. Front number plate's very cool as well. Check that out.
I've had the car 4 years. It started life as a 650 horsepower standard ZL1. It's now pushing 770.
Okay.
And yeah, 100% reliable.
What have you done to create that boost of power?
So we've had the supercharger ported, so it gets more air in. It's got a full exhaust system and a smaller pulley, and it's running ethanol injection. Quite well. So yeah, I mean it's adequate for the time being.
Adequate. So where would you like to take it then? Adequate. That's a funny word, isn't it?
Over 800.
Over 800.
But that's without changing the supercharger or doing internal modifications.
Okay.
But mainly I use the car with the Sporting Bears and doing dream rides throughout the year.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've got 2 big shows coming up. We've got the British Motor Show,
Yeah,
4
great
days,
show.
and then we've got Carfest.
Yeah, because British Motor Show at Farnborough, isn't
Yep.
it?
Mm-hmm.
So if you fancy getting some
Go
tickets,
round,
go up there. It's 4 days, isn't it?
It's Thursday through to Sunday.
Thursday through to Sunday. That is a great show if you fancy. So Sporting Bears doing their trip rides
Dream
up there?
rides, yep.
Okay, so you can go up there and basically ride in anything from yours to a Super McLaren to an old MG.
Yep.
Pay you £10-15, something like that, I think.
It depends on the car, but
It does depend.
And it's a donation, so 100% of that goes to the children's charities that we're supporting.
Okay, which they supported for a long time, haven't they?
Absolutely. I mean, as a car club, we've raised over £3 million exclusively
That
for
is
children's
amazing.
charities.
That is wrap. Really loving this. Check that out. It looks like a Weldon as well. Check this out, look. That's sick as anything. That's really, really cool. Love it.
Should have texted him so he could come down into the Impala.
That would have been cool. Another Nismo RS Duke. Next is lovely gear, but check this hot rod come out. And there's my boy Sham.
Well, guys and girls, we're actually here today doing some fundraising. As you can see, the team is here to help out. We've got loads of teddies, got even a painting that we're going to be raffling off today to support the Chestnut Tree Hospice, which is all about end-of-life children. And any money that we raise today is going to be going to the actual charity. They have their own stand at the back, which they're going to do their own thing, but just to prove a point that we are here to help them, we're going to do our own thing, and trust me, everything that we do will be going to them. Love the idea we have our supporters here from all manners of life, and like I said, they're all here to help out the fundraising. I have told our Kerry, who owns the GTR, not to do any flame throwing, because obviously he's going to end up burning up all the teddies, painting, even my flags. So I'll put a stop to that for now. And I would like...
Went out of the exhaust, didn't you?
Oh, I would maybe. But I would like to say a big thanks to Glenn from Mad Life, who's obviously turned up as well, especially to do this event. And I know he's given up a few shows that he's supposed to be at, and a privilege. And as usual, I'll be giving him a finger of approval as well.
Okay, so we're going to head over and have a look at the sound off vehicles now, which have been put over in the back field, so we're not upsetting anyone.
Caress me. I love you for me. My eyes are on you.
I've seen this a lot.
So special.
I know, nuts, isn't it?
What is done for me, baby. My eyes are on
Even all the interior dash has been. He messaged me and said, come over and have a look at it.
Where's Paul?
No idea.
I need Paul over here. It's Paul's seat.
Yeah, go find him, quick.
Keep going round.
It's a little Paul seat. That's epic.
Please sit in.
I've got her now, haven't I? You're going to do the hair trick? You might have to do it really hard with him.
I have a bit of problem with my hair, mate. We go with a bit of vocal first. As well.
caress me.
Talk to Siran. Right, Siran Soki is the only Sikh Formula One protege. So you know how tough it is to get into Formula One, especially with promotions. You have to be so amazingly quick and committed. Well, Siran, as far as I know, and judging by what I'll be looking at online,
just where I started out in go-karts on a family holiday, and it was when my family noticed a whole different character develop, and they saw how much fun that I had. And then my parents first realised that, okay, he's going to be an expensive child, as he's not going to go into any other type of sport. Then a year later, we bought our first go-kart, and I excelled quite quickly from my first test day. Next day, I saw the car in the garage, and been racing ever since. First year of karting, I came runner-up in my first championship. following year, I won the championship by 348 points, which is quite a margin. Then the following year, moved to juniors, and I actually got scouted by McLaren in that particular year, and graduated in the top 3 and being the only Sikh actually there as well. They actually wanted me back for another year, so I would have been probably far up in my career, further than I am now, but just due to financial reasons, just couldn't do it. So just progressed through karting for all the years, had many type of ups and downs. Yeah.
So you were testing in Formula 3?
Yeah, so I'm currently, and I have been testing in UK F3 for the past 4 years, as it's been myself and my dad that have been putting the funds together. So I've had part-time jobs through uni, college, and etc. just to get into a race seat. And every time I've gone out in the car, I've excelled. And only this year I've actually got attention from the US that are potentially could be sponsoring me in the later year. As when I told my story to him, it actually brought a tear to his eye.
So you're how old now?
I'm 22.
You're 22?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is right at the period when you need to be getting in, I guess, with the super teams like McLaren and Ferrari and that sort of
Yeah, so like there are drivers out there who are younger than me, but fortunately for them, you know, they can afford to chuck millions.
Yeah, I was going to say, because investing in a Formula 1 career, working up, I know Gus Burton and a couple of the other drivers. I know what money is involved to get them into Carrera Super Cup and things like that, but Formula 1 must be a whole new stratosphere.
Yeah, I mean, just to put it in blunt words, that a season of UK F3 is almost $500,000. That's just the starting round.
Wow.
And then it goes to $1 million minimum for the international rounds, then it just goes higher.
Approval.
You can tell.
Right, the finger of approval for the best car that Mr. Desi believes is the best car here is the Lotus Emira, which is that man over there. I mean, if you've not seen one of the new Lotuses, it is a beautiful car. I don't think it's, well, equivalent to the McLaren, I'm sure. So the finger of approval is something that Sham and Auto Anonymous give out to some of the best cars that they see around the UK. So, where's the owner of the Lotus Emira? Oh, he's over there. You need to come and take your finger of approval, please, sir. And a lovely car it is too. Very, very different.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very
Great.
much.
This is
So that's a bit of approval. We should be doing our presentation a little bit later, probably in about an hour or so. So we have best classic, best in show, and best modified.
No, you don't.
If you've got something that you think we should give you a prize for, and they are very nice trophies and not just plastic horrible things.
Are you right?
So we will come and find you, or you can come and tell me what makes your cars so much better. So would you like to tell me about your book? Tell me about your book that I can give you the mic if you like.
Please, yeah.
Just hold it as close to your mouth as possible.
Good afternoon, everybody. I am a male, I think, Desi guy with one leg, and I'm an international badminton player for England for 26 years. 2nd of July 1980, lady driver hit me while I was trying to get in my car. Lost my leg, and I was back on the badminton court within 8 weeks with one leg. Unfortunately, somebody doing the blue, blue, blue. I love it. It's a finger approval as well. My life is all begin after losing my leg. It's changed whole of my life. I was 25 and a half years old, married, no children. I met the police officer, unfortunately, in the hospital after 3 weeks. He came to see me, and I was talking to him. I said, "What's wrong with you, sir?" He said, "I got one leg." I said, "What? I can't believe it." I said, "Well, I'm married for 2.5 years. I got no children." He made me laugh. He said, "Don't worry, young man. You got leg over, no problem." From that day, the sense of humor, my life has changed. Now I've been very, very impressed with all the people with disability. I've been going all over the world. I wrote a book. My dream was to get into Olympic. Not for myself, but for the other people, other children, next generation. We achieved that in Japan 2020. Unfortunately, Corona came in. We had to play 1 year later. But very lucky, Martin Rook from my badminton club in Hertfordshire, he was lost in the quarter-final in singles. I was not there because of the Corona. limited crowds to go there. What? I wrote a book. It's called Reach for the Racket. The first thing I reached, at the time when I got out of my bed and I picked up the racket, go to Badminton Club. I walked 1.5 miles on one leg. So from that day, I never looked back. I do encourage all the other people out there in the house, please get off the chairs, try and do something better than I do. There's not many people can say that. 2 books to the charity for rifling out. Please buy many tickets you can, help the charity for youngsters so they can have a good life. The few days, whatever you say, in my life is all about disability, and I talk about disability unfortunately, and you can see I got one leg. Thank you, sir, very nice. Well, I can't say a lot more, and because everybody else wanted to look at the cars, don't listen to me too much. Thank you very much.
Rosie, can you do me a favour?
Thank
Can
you.
you sign these 2 books?
That's all right.
And fight it, I stay steady, yeah, I've always been defiant. Up against the beast, yeah, I'm up against a giant. But now I'm gunning for their heads, and I will die with no regrets. This season come to an end, I'm seeing all red. And now the king is dead. So they try to push and fight it. I stay steady, yeah, I've always been defiant. Up against the beast, yeah, I'm up against a giant. But now I'm gunning for their heads, and I will die with no regrets. This season come to an end, I'm seeing all red. And now the king is dead.
You've got the levels, look. 50 shades of shit. Nice to meet you, mate. Sorry, wrong hand. I've got the mic in my hand. Right.
On people to donate. We've got loads of teddies that are going to be raffled off. We've got this painting that's going to be raffled. And easy to see them, not just wanderers. Make sure to participate. We really appreciate it. All the money raised is going to the actual show today. And just to say thank you very much for attending.
And check this out. We saw this over earlier, and again we saw this awesome ratted out dub. And check this Porsche out that's next to mine. I was talking to this guy earlier. He's got a weave. I don't know if you can see it now because the sun's gone in, but you can just see the weave of the carbon bonnet, which I think looks absolutely stunning. Beautiful, beautiful car. Obviously the Mad 350. And there's Matt's and Katie's, which you've seen before. There's Ant's much improved car, it's a HR. And Chris's. I mean, where to tell where Ant is?
I told him exactly what.
A lovely box dress.
Yeah, sure.
Might be the next one along down there.
Look, so I'll smash the window, mate.
It's fine.
I didn't go because I didn't think I was fencing, and then I realised afterwards that I was.
We've seen this before. Beautiful, beautiful machine.
Yeah, everyone said it was big. That was the 75th anniversary, wasn't it? Or whatever it was. Yeah.
But check this out.
Nice.
Picture on their website, so this is where you want to.
Yeah, why not?
So. But yeah, it was a good day out.
Yeah.
It was really hot.
Check this out. This is wicked.
Yeah.
Yeah, once I parked this, I thought I couldn't get back.
So clean.
Yeah.